Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Leo, and today I'm going to talk about scientific evidence for infinite growth. Do you believe can we grow infinitely? Hmm, I don't know the answer, but the truth is, if you believe you can grow, but if you're not, it's impossible. So today we are going to mm, the the search the answer and let's find out. The first is the absolute pitch is a realm of talent. Have you ever heard about the absolute pitch? The when the piano play, ding, that someone can recognize la like that. This is absolute pitch, and for a long time, a lot of people believe the absolute pitch is a talent. So the commonly known as a born talent is absolute pitch, and it is thought to be a talent possessed by a genius musician. For example, Mozart, Beethoven, a lot of the genius musician. So the people think, oh, that absolute pitch is a gift and is born talent. But but there are some musician who doesn't have an absolute pitch, and many successful musicians do not have absolute pitch. For example, Wagner. That means um, it is not necessary to have an absolute pitch to be the successful musician or genius musician. And there is so interesting research in Japan. The Japanese professor Ayako Sakakibara's experiment on absolute pitch. You can research on the Google, and I'm going to overview about this experiment. It's it's about the is this skill the absolute pitch? Can we learn that absolute pitch? The result is yes. So the experiment is this: there are young children, maybe 3 to 6, and they got some lesson. I don't know the specific, but they got some lesson for a while, and after then, they got a test. Do they have absolute pitch or not? The result is so impressive because most of the children get absolute pitch. That means the absolute pitch is not a talent, it's a skills. So I don't know the truth, but the Mozart or the Beethoven also can get that kind of a lesson when they were young. So the environment influenced them to be and learn absolute pitch. It's so interesting because so do I believe the absolute pitch is just talent. And it is found that people with absolute pitch are more likely to have been in a similar environment. I mean, not only musician but also some people in some language which have intonation. That kind of people have a lot of people have an absolute pitch more than the normal person. So, how is it? What? How do you feel about the first evidence of the you can grow infinitely? The second one is how far can memorization go? How many number can you remember? Can you guess? Maybe 7, 10? Okay, let's make assumption. If memory and the brain's capacity have limits, there must be a restriction on the length of information that can be memorized. For example, if there is only 10 room for the number in our brain, that means we can only remember 10 numbers. For example, 7, 5, 3, 2, 4, 6, blah 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 blah. But I'm going to tell you the more than 10 number. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 1, 1. How's it? Can you remember? How can you remember that long number? That means there are something more. For example, remember the pattern or another things. So there is a person whose name is Simone Leinhardt, memorized 504 digits in 15 minutes. Oh, wow. That's so much, isn't it? Yeah. And does he have more than 500 room for digit in his memory? I don't know the truth, but he certainly couldn't memorize all 504 number for the beginnings. Yes, that means he trained something and he's getting better and better and better. And finally, he can remember more than 500 digits. That also means, oh, the memorization is also can be a skill. Wow. The mechanism of memorization follow the mechanism of memory. That means if we understand about our brain and the mechanism of memorization, that means we can also train or we can grow the room for the memory. But however, the details vary depending on the personal experience and knowledge. So there are bunch of books in the store and there are so many ways to there are so many books for the training. So remember with the song 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So oh yeah, it could be possible. Or we can make a symbol or we can encode some memory. For example, the Christmas is a 1, 2, 2, 5, right? It's a 4 digit, but we remember only one. Christmas. Oh, Christmas 1, 2, 2, 5, like that. If someone who work with a number, he can remember a lot of number with the categorizing or some, how can I say, symbol, the number symbol, like that. Yeah, memorization also can be growth. It's not a talent. We can grow. The third one is breaking world records at the Olympics. Is it news? Yeah, actually, it's a news. Is it that impressive or is it surprised? Actually, every time I saw the Olympic, of course not the same. Sometimes I saw the swimming or soccer, baseball, something. A few times there they break the world records. Yeah, it's possible. And I will tell you the story. The first Olympic was held in Athens, Greece in 1896, more than 100 years ago. Hmm. And as time goes on, world records keep being broken. Yeah, it's natural. I don't know why, but it happened. Did humanity evolve in such a short span of time? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but the the speed is so fast because during the 100 years they break a lot of breaking world records at the Olympic. Maybe it is more convincing to say that we have discovered more efficient training method. So, the better the training, the better the record achieved. Oh, yeah, it's possible. And at first, for example, the running, at first they just stand up and they start with the signal three, two, one, boom, run. But nowadays it's changed, isn't it? The pose, the shoes, something, and they are the arms position and legs position. Everything is getting better. The better training make the better record. And is this training method suitable for me? It means, do you have any training method just for you? Because for your growth, you have to find your own training method. At first, you can get from the book or internet, but after then you have to make your own experiment by yourself and you have to make it better just for you. And then you can start growing. Yeah, I'm going to talk more interesting things. The prestigious violin training. It's a really interesting story. Have you ever heard about the is it better to learn the violin at an early age? When I was young, maybe at the middle school, I heard you are too old to start the violin. So, am I? Is it true? But I believe that, so I do not start the violin. While growth potential is limitless, the pace of improvement does have boundaries. I mean, for example, someone who has practiced violin for 10 years from the age of 10 may not easily be overtaken by someone starting at 20. I don't know the real speed, but you have to practice violin until 30 to be same page with the someone who start at 10. Appropriate training method remain effective in accelerating the pace of progress. Yeah, and actually this is a classic, and some uh, some domain have already uh, developed the well training method. So the time is only the time is only way to grow grown up because they already developed the training method. I don't know that is the limitation, but from now, especially in violin, they need more time to getting better. That's why they start violin when they are young. So, appropriate training method and constant effort are essential. Actually, violin's domain is not that changed much, but the computer science and AI and developers area, there are a bunch of article every day, every newsletter, a lot of conference. It changed so fast. So we need appropriate training method and it going to work. And this is the last um Messi and Faker and Will Smith. Um, in the past, maybe 20 years ago, oh, people believe, and I believed, when they were young, for example, 20s, 30s, they when they getting older, they're going down from the how can I say it? Pitch of their no idea. Yeah, but Messi is still good at his plays still good, and Faker also, Will Smith also. Why? Because they have their own training method, appropriate training method. Maybe I'm not sure, but I guess that's how they can grow infinitely. So if you want to grow infinitely, experiment, create an experiment by yourself and find appropriate training method. That's the secret. So you need time and you need a lot of experiment. Now you can start. And this is for today. Have a nice day.